I'm back with a brand new video, and it's something I thought of just today. I was cleaning my room, so it can be a bit of a mess behind me, and then I thought, why not make a new video, this time with the webcam of my laptop. So I decided to do book reviews and DVD reviews and so on, because I don't have much collection to show thanks to the lockdown. I also don't really buy anything, so I can show you unboxing videos, and to not let this account die, I decided to film some book reviews, and today is the first one. It's a book review and a comparison in one way, so in one video. So these babies, I bought them both last year, as you can see in one of my unboxing videos, but I only started reading them this year because of the lockdown. I had time and I hadn't watched Haus Anubis in a long time. So first up, the first two books, so season 1, and you can see it how baby they are. I'm already putting in the comparison because if you look on the inside of the book, on one of the first pages before the story even has begun, you can read this. I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says here in the middle that it's based on Haus Anubis, but also that it's based on the first two books of Haus Anubis as well. So that means it's the exact same book, but in German as these ones. And I've had these since 2006 and 7, so they are a little bit more used, you can see. And so basically those two and this one are exactly the same book. It's noticeable because there are a lot of mistakes in the German one, because it sometimes says Fabian instead of Daniel, or there even is one sentence in Dutch in my edition. So yeah, it's noticeable. So that was the comparison. Other than that, I really adored this book. I read the first one, so Der Geheime Club der Alten Weiden, in a week, I think, and it's like half of this. Something. Wait, so all this is the first book, this is the second book. And yeah, I really adored it. The story is slowly going where it has to be, just like the first season half is, and it ends with a musical. But on a different note, it ends with Victor killed my parents, which Nina hears Sarah say instead of her trying to get back like it does in the show. Then the second book, it's never been my fave book, but it's one of my fave season halves, so it's a bit weird. I do love that they took this really slowly, that it takes a long time before they free Lucy and in the book, and yeah. The story of Nina and Daniel is also very much present in here, and I adore that. Then, well, to give it a rating, I'd say first book 8, second book 7. So yet again, the omnibus, so it has Der Geheimnisvolle Fluch, which is season 2, part 1, and the Auserwählte, season 2, part 2. And I'm still reading in it. I'm at the end of the second book. And yeah, two things about it. So Der Geheimnisvolle Fluch is exactly the same as het Haus Anubis, the geheimzinnige Fluch. It's yet again a copycat, you could say, and it's in here as well, that it's based on this book. And I enjoyed this book, but I never was a big fan of it because the way Nina or Nienke acts in season 2, part 1, has never been my fave version of them, or the fave character progress of them, so I didn't like it as much. So let's say a 7 out of 10. Then the Auserwählte. I saw something different immediately. You can see yet again, like I said earlier, that they say that Der Geheimnisvolle Fluch is based on the geheimzinnige Fluch. But then it doesn't say the same here. And that always surprised me, because it's a new author and it's based only on the Drehbüchern, if I say that correctly, so the script of Das Haus Anubis. And I thought, why? Why did they hire a new writer? And then I noticed right away, they tell the story completely different from the 4th book onwards. So it's nothing like this one at all, like the Uitverkorene of het Haus Anubis, is not the same, because this one only follows Nienke, while this one even barely follows Nina, and I don't like it. You go into the fourth book, if you all read them at once, and if you hadn't watched the show, you know nothing about Radus, Magnus working with Radus and his dad. You barely know anything about other relationships outside of Nina and Daniel and Delia's love drama. And then suddenly, while Nina's in the hospital because of what happened on the end of book 3, and then suddenly we know nothing about Nina. So it uses Daniel's viewpoint, it uses Delia's, it even uses Charlotte's, who's barely even spoken of in the other books, or in the third book because she's in the first season. And yeah, I found that really weird because they don't use Nina anymore. I don't find it as enjoyable anymore. Book 4 is my favorite of Het Huis Anubis. I've always read it in like 3 or 4 readings. But yeah, I don't enjoy it as much because as much as I love Mara and Magnus and they have a very special place in my heart, I don't want to read about them because this should be about the story, not about love drama, not about other characters or even the villains. Suddenly, you've never heard the fact that Radus is the raven, so the man with the raven mask, and then suddenly you know. He says he hid something that he stole from Dania, Felix, and Delia, and he hides it, and suddenly he's talking to Magnus, and Magnus says, yes, I'm working with you. But that's never been explained in any of the other books, so if you don't know the show, you're suddenly like what, wait? And that's something I really, really dislike. It's also not consistent. The plot, so the chapters are long, but it's divided in smaller parts, you could say, and it has all a different perspective, and it feels like a completely different scene each time. It's like they just copied the scene, even the words of the scene, because some I recognized, and I never really liked that. And yeah, I'm at chapter 12, 13 or something, so Daphne just came to House of Anubis, or Das Haus Anubis, and yeah, I don't feel it yet. I don't feel the need to continue reading because I know who's the villain, I know who's helping him, I know who's working against the club. So yeah, I don't like the fourth book as much, so I give it a 5 out of 10. The writing is also out of character for some. I don't know. I just don't like the book. I don't know if it's the same for book 5 and 6, which are behind me. So book 6 is between the mess I'm cleaning as well, but I have book 5, so I'm gonna check right away. Yeah, again, it says it's not a copy of book 5 of our version, which is also somewhere in there. So yeah, I don't like it. Sorry. If it's all of them, just again, everything is based on everything. So you read everything of every character. So you know about Mara, you know about Magnus, the whole thing with Rosie in season 3. If that's all in here, I'll find it really difficult to finish this book because I've always liked the fact that if you only read Nina's perspective, or Nienke's, but that you didn't know the rest. If I know about Victor's dad, then it will be really difficult to finish this book because I never liked that storyline in any of the versions. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to review this one and the 6th book and Vater 7 Sünden when I've read them. And even though I am doing this now, I don't have that much time. So it will take a while, but I'm really watching this season again for the 2nd time ever. And I'm at where they just figure out that Felix took the little chest of Seth with the house in it from Egypt. So I'm just at that part where Nina and Daniel we should bury it, but they do, and it doesn't work, and the whole thing. I'm at that part, so they're nearly going to find the room after the ball. So with the sunglasses and the amulets, I'm at that part. So we'll see when I put up that. review. But I'll hope to find the time soon, and if you want to contact me, you can always send me a text on @HHA translated on Instagram, because I'm most active on there of all my Anubis accounts, because I have more accounts, I should probably know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you sometime soon on my channel or on my other accounts, because I have a Tumblr account of Anubis as well. If you're interested, comment below and I'll show you. And if you want more book reviews, or you want me to review something specifically, just tell me, and I'll see what I can do. Bye!